You suffer with me for all the sins of those who came before you.
Hello, YouTube. It's my birthday today.
What's up, homies? It's my birthday today. Yes, June 19th is my birthday, which is another reason why I love this game. And I'll get into more details about that later. But I am excited to talk about the best gaming experience of my life, Black Ops 2. Now, I kind of feel like I don't have a lot of words to say about it. Not because it's bad and that there's nothing to say, but because I feel speechless. I mean, there's so much to say about this game that not only gives me such nostalgic, happy moments in my childhood that pretty much helped define who I am and would give happiness to any bad times I had as a kid, but it also defined gaming in 2012. It gave me every aspect of gaming that I liked. The campaign, which every Call of Duty has, well, almost every COD, which is a story driven by the theme or set of time in that specific Call of Duty, like Call of Duty World at War, that's set up in the World War II era, or Modern Warfare being, well, the modern era, specifically modern to the time of its release. But also gives a well-driven story, not by complex storytelling, but by its complex character-driven moments, which is cool. It has story gaming elements like any other Call of Duty. But if you get bored of replaying that, multiplayer comes in, which is more of a competitive online first-person shooter with multiple game modes, with the shooting or teams being the main focus, and like any other COD has rankings, prestige leveling, and the best or worst part, real online people. And lastly, you can't forget what specifically Treyarch brought to the Call of Duty, first in World at War, then to the Black Ops series. In my opinion, it's the best secondary game mode, that it alone can be a standalone game. Zombies. I love zombies in Call of Duty, specifically Treyarch zombies from Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 3. Easily having the best aesthetic and design for zombies and map layouts ever. And to those that somehow don't know zombies, or Black Ops Zombies specifically, it is a survival game mode where you, or if you want to play with friends up to 4 players, can survive waves of zombies determined by rounds to see how long you last. But the people at Treyarch did something game changing, where there was a secret story to be told, and it's told by finding Easter eggs or clues or puzzles on the map to explain the zombie phenomenon, and much more. Now, Black Ops 1 and 3 were the most beloved, having it all, but Black Ops 2 has easily the best, in my opinion, the best campaign out there. But that doesn't mean that multiplayer and zombies were bad. Neither. In fact, they were actually probably the most popular of the time of its release, and especially for YouTube. But I'll start this off with talking about multiplayer and save the best for last, the campaign, so I can explain why Black Ops 2 is both the most enjoyable Call of Duty and the most impactful ever. Now, Black Ops 2 multiplayer is one of the most generational gaming experience ever, showcasing the new tech for the 2025 time, because that's when the game sets in, and having a new set of guns for the best gameplay and setting a new wave of YouTube gaming in general. Now, when you first get into Black Ops 2, the iconic yet spooky intro starts, then the cool high-tech glasses of the main character is set up, with such a sad yet tense melodic music plays in the background, choosing which game mode you want to play, and as soon as you choose multiplayer, the music switches. The mood instantly hypes you up. Now you're ready, you're so hyped up, you're getting ready to grind out your guns and proceed fast as fuck. To start off with the guns, they were more modern, or at least had a tad bit of futuristic design to them, but nothing out of like a sci-fi movie. And in my opinion, had some of the best sound effects in any COD game. I mean, girls, get you a man who will run a 5.7 as their secondary, and they'll show you their trigger finger.
UAV on standby. Guardian.
Yeah, fast as fuck, boy. And Black Ops 2, at least to me, became my introduction to Prime Phase, And all of those clips, sniper shots, trick shots, everything. I swear every dude back then wanted to hit a trick shot. It was at least a must for Black Ops 2, at least once. Like bro, I remember everyone wanting to be the next FaZe member so bad, putting FaZe as their tag and coming up with dumb names. Which this also sparked, but it's super outdated now, but still manages to get a smirk out of me. There's those stupid MLG trick shot memes. Certainly, what a wild time. And speaking of wild, you could also make your own custom emblems. I remember when older CODs used to let you do this, dude. Which is so cool because teams were either the most creative or the most filthiest motherfuckers on the planet. I mean, you had some of the craziest artists out there. Or you were like me and just copied someone on YouTube because that shit is too hard to do on their own. Or you were the pervert 10-year-old telling people you get mad pussy, my guy, just because your emblem has like some anime ass or something on it. And lastly, my personal favorite type of people, the racist. Okay, honestly though, I see why they got rid of custom emblems for future COD games. Because y'all have no one else to blame but yourselves. Y'all are filthy. Black Ops 2 also started this kind of like camo crave, specifically with its DLC camos and even a diamond grind for camos. But that's nothing compared to the YouTube aspect of gaming. As I said earlier, with the growing rise to fame with FaZe and other sniper clans, multiple gaming channels either started or got notoriety off of Black Ops 2. Whether it was ninja defusing or trolling in the lobbies, a lot came out of gaming side of YouTube. And I truly believe YouTube gaming really grew because of the help of Black Ops 2. I mean, if not for this game, the Vanoss crew might not have grown as big as they did.
Hey, Wildcat, so what did you think of the new multiplayer maps?
Well, I think the maps are pretty good. You know, I think Treyarch did a good job putting this map pack together, and it's well worth my $15, you know, between Origins and then the new maps, multiplayer maps, just the flanking patterns, everything, the head glitching, all of it is just set up perfectly, and I think it's going to allow me to play my best.
Oh my God! Man, you ain't going on long trips. You got home and oh, I'm done. I came out of there so fast I think my pee hole's loose and I didn't even feel it stop. Hot diggity damn, that felt good. I feel like a new man.
And because of them, it's pretty much the reason why I wanted to do gaming YouTube videos myself, including the way I kind of edit, you know, my videos, you know, my style of it. But I honestly truly believe no other Call of Duty multiplayer can really rival with what Black Ops 2 multiplayer did for the hardcore COD gamers, the casual gamers, or the content creator side of gaming. Now, I love Treyarch Zombies, the storyline, the gameplay, the weapons, the aesthetic, everything. Like, it is actually my favorite form of zombies in any sort of media. Just the idea of an endless wave of zombies, that's what I feel like Treyarch Zombies does best. Now, to kind of give a tiny bit of history before talking about Black Ops 2 Zombies, the way the game mode was created was because it started off as like a developer minigame where the developers just made it because they were bored back then during the production of Call of Duty World at War. But I guess the higher ups saw what they were doing and like the game mode that they made just for themselves, and they thought it would be cool, so they added it as an Easter egg feature at the end of the World at War campaign, which started the first zombies map ever, Nocturne Totem. From here, it started off as just a normal endless wave of zombies coming and going each round, and it was mainly just to see how long, like how high of a round you can, you know, last, just kind of like just for fun. But it ended up growing into a compelling story of crazy Nazi scientists and Lovecraftian mystic beings being the real culprits of the zombie phenomenon. Now, I won't get into too much of the story, especially for World at War and Black Ops 1, even beyond Black Ops 2 actually, because just talking about the Treyarch Zombies lore, that's another video for itself. I would love to talk about that one day. But the impact that Black Ops 2 Zombies has is greater than you realize, which also includes the negatives and positives of this game mode going forward. So I'll talk about each map as much as I can and the impact that they have on the zombies community and the casual zombies community. Starting off with the launch map Transit, the way it was shown in the trailers, the way it aesthetically looks, the potential of the aftermath of what happened on the moon. People were so excited to see what this map brings, and it's okay. I mean, look, I really liked it when it came out at the time, because I remember when me and my sister got the 360 for the first time. and it came with Black Ops 2. We tried zombies on transit, scared as shit. I mean, first off, we missed the bust, and then attempted to walk in the fog and really shit our pants, screaming, because some rabid goblin thing tried to molest our fucking faces, and he looked like this! But after learning it, you know, without my sister this time, I got fond of the mechanics. But that does not mean this map is still not obnoxious. So here's how the map works. You spawn in at the bus depot, and once you exit, you hop on the bus driven by the best zombies character ever, Ted the robot, who drives you around to the second location, a diner where most likely the first box location would be at. Then after a while, you hop back on the bus to get to a deserted farm that's easily the worst place ever to be, which nobody wants to be there. So next is to turn on the power in some bunker science lab place, all while they're trying to stay in the bus where zombies run at you and or try to enter through the windows to get to you, or instead of getting on the bus, you can walk in the fog, which is terrible because one, the fog makes it super hard to see, because duh, it's fog. But the worst part are the denizens, those homunculus freaks that try to cut your face, while you have to knife them multiple times to kill them, at the same time while you're moving in the fog, with potential lava spots in the area. Oh yeah, there's lava everywhere, by the way. At the same time, the zombies are after you. Again, this map is obnoxious, but that's not the worst of it, as most zombie players know that there's a thing called Pack-a-Punch machine, which is a machine in zombies that you can put your weapon of choice into it, and it spits out an upgraded version of that gun by design, sound, and damage. And it is essential because it is significantly stronger than the normal base weapon you got. So getting Pack-a-Punch again is a must need to survive long rounds. But some maps you do puzzles or buy certain doors to get to the Pack-a-Punch machine. But as long as you do that one thing to get to it, there's no worries, no troublesome. You can always Pack-a-Punch every time you go see it. Boom, there, easy. Well, in transit, you gotta open the door by buying the bank. Next, you throw a grenade at the bank safe. Okay, so easy. Next you do it again to the inner safe. Not so bad at all. Then you use this wind turbine that you can easily build in the spawn at the beginning of the game. Oh yeah, this wind turbine is gonna act like your mini power source, unless you go turn on the power back in that science lab bunker. But you gotta use this wind turbine to power up this door to open the door to Pack-a-Punch. The turbine has to be all the way back at the bunker because there's a door right before you enter it. As soon as you turn around, boom, there's an electrical door. Put your wind turbine there and leave it there. So you gotta go all the way back to the bank. You know, damn, that seems like a lot of work, but hey, as long as it opens permanently, right? No, you idiot. Because you see, the zombies have this thing where they're so, dumb. They'll attack or just start eating the turbine if you leave it in front of them. So there's a chance they'll destroy that turbine back in that science lab before you even get to Pack-a-Punch anything. So cool, you figured it out to open the fucking Pack-a-Punch door, right? Wrong, dude, because as soon as you get in there, you gotta build the machine yourself. Which sure, all the pieces are there in the same room. It's in front of you, it's fine. But it's the fact that it's so dumb that they make you build it just cause they added that building feature. Like, why? Just have the machine waiting there, please. Now to add even more amazing features, they also added wonder weapons. Now wonder weapons are unique guns that either have a special ability or special damage effects to give players a higher damage gun to help survive longer in the game. Now each Black Ops Zombies game all has at least one wonder weapon there. For example, the ray gun, a simple alien high-tech looking gun that shoots laser ray beams. It's solid, it does the job done. Then there's a Dunman gun, an air propulsion gun that makes zombies fly off like nothing. Now in transit, they added this wonder weapon called the jet gun. Seems cool. It's a jet engine, you know, sucks up all the zombies long enough for you to survive. And oh, it broke. It fucking broke. Yeah, so usually you get your wonder weapons in the box sometimes, or you can build them, like for example, this jet gun. You can build this jet gun. But the fact that they have you build it just for it to break after a while of using it, it's so dumb. But what if you want to use it more? Well, you have to build it again. But you have to rebuild it by finding the pieces, which by the way is scattered all around the map. When you first find the pieces to build it the first time and the second time and however many times you want to use it, as long as it's going to keep breaking, you're going to want to keep rebuilding it just to use it, if you want to use it, that's of course. Now there's more goofy things like the Avogadro I don't even want to get into that. And the Easter egg quest, of course, you know, basically the Easter egg being the way to achieve the story part, you know, for the map. But for time's sakes, I won't get into that. But overall, this map has big flaws. But I can easily say it is fun if you play with friends. You know, just trying to survive on this goofy bus, this goofy ass layout of a map. But it's definitely not for the casual zombies players. Now there's Nuketown, it's just a cool zombies version of a rehashed multiplayer map. It's nothing crazy, but it's super tight, small, compacted compared to Transit in size. But it's a serviceable map. It's nothing crazy. Let's go on forward. Up next is Die Rise. Now, I've played this map like once, and after looking over gameplay and facts about it to refresh my memory, I still fucking hate this map. Now, what's cool is that this map's progression and style requires a vertical movement, like having to move up in broken elevators or jumping buildings to buildings. But I hate how small it feels, and how sometimes a little glitch or a lag can affect your jumps, and now you're falling off the map and you die. And don't get me started with the perks moving up and down in the elevators. But what does it for me personally is the aesthetic. I just don't like how it looks. Cool, I mean, it seems cool that the buildings are, you know, messed up and broken, but the design of it, I don't know. That's like more of a nitpick for me, you know. Just not something to be taken seriously. Oh yeah, and by the way, this place could have been a potential sweatshop. Moving on, we got arguably one of the best maps ever made. And this map kind of sprinkled in the wave of how fans perceive zombie Easter egg in the future. Mob of the Dead. Now, sorry to all the 3 Die Rise fans for not mentioning more stuff, but I don't care. I don't like it. It's not my cup of tea. That's all you get out of it. But Mob of the Dead is different. I mean, everyone glazes the hell out of this map. For a good reason. Its Easter egg, the map layout, were just so different and brilliant at the same time. So it was an instance of change that everyone agreed was so good. Now, to get into Mob, I'll tell the story a little bit, but only because its story is so unique to the zombies experience, but it still has a piece of its lore that's huge to the zombie storyline. In Mob of the Dead, you play as 4 prisoners: Sal DeLuca, Finn O'Leary, Billy Handsome, and Al Arlington, or aka the Weasel. All mobsters who work for Sal DeLuca, all with their own interesting stories about what they did outside of the prison, how they even got caught. I won't go too much detail for the time's sake, but what I do want to focus on is how the gameplay works and how it plays along with the story of the mob. So you start off as Ghost, which is a big hint about the Easter egg you find out later. Go into your body and find plane parts. Now the character, the Weasel, back before the quote-unquote zombie apocalypse in the Alcatraz prison, he had promised the rest of the mobsters that they could be able to escape off the Alcatraz by building a plane, which is actually the opposite to the real-life escape of a makeshift boat. While the other prisoners agree, and while fighting zombies, you assemble these plane parts on top of the roof, and once you get all the parts and fill it up, you get a chance to take off. But only then to just crash into the Golden Bridge. And once there, that's where the pack-a-punch is at. Hey, you know, you don't have to go and build it. And it's permanently there. But unfortunately for the prisoners, all there is across the bridge is a sign above 4 electric chairs saying no escape. And after being on the bridge for so long, at some point, all 4 players are going to have to accept the fate that you can't escape at all. So you take your throne of death, and lo and behold, you spawn back at the prison. And to only slowly realize that going back and forth from the prison to the bridge is a cycle. But it's not just for the gameplay, that's actually part of the story of the 4 prisoners, because they are in an infinite cycle reliving the night they tried to escape. Now during the gameplay, if you do the Easter egg and you find out the lore of what happened that night they attempted to escape, what had actually happened was that the Weasel had lied about being able to make the plane. It was most likely just physically impossible to do. So the 3 other mobsters decided to just lead the Weasel up to the roof just to kill him, stabbing him multiple times. But once the guards find out what had happened, they sent the 3 mobsters to their execution. But on the side, one of my favorite things about this map as the prisoners, after being electrocuted on the bridge, the characters start realizing that their escape might not work and are even in denial. Even some of them knowing that where they're at right now in this infinite cycle is some sort of punishment, but don't regret it.
Am I stuck here until I see the error of my ways? If till I repent? Well, you're gonna have to wait a long time, because I don't regret a damn thing!
But up until the longer you play, the more rounds you go, the more times you go back and forth to the bridge and back to the prison, the more the characters realize they regret their life choices.
It's ironic, isn't it, Billy? The harder you try not to feel anything, the more it actually hurts. You used to think you could push it all onto someone else. Someone who actually deserved it. So many victims. So much pain. But you can't push it away, can you? Even when you hurt others, doesn't make it stop, does it? You ought to just accept what you are, Billy. A monster.
Now, once the mobs in the Infinite Hell Cycle discover what had actually happened to them on the night of the attempted escape, the players get to the Golden Bridge and have a 3v1, as either the Weasel killing the 3 other mobsters or vice versa. And both options end the game, but if you kill Weasel as the 3 other mobsters, the cycle continues. But if you kill the 3 other mobsters as the Weasel, the cycle will end. Next up is Buried, a map that is, to me, underrated and nothing lore capturing like Mob. Well, other than the main story involving a Nazi scientist taking control over the zombies, telling the last 4 survivors on Earth to do his bidding in hopes of them surviving. But the gameplay in this one is truly amazing, as it has a lot of items you can use or mechanics in the map you can easily aid your progression of fully packed guns and all the perks you want. Now you spawn in at some mine area, nothing crazy, till you accidentally fall on the ground into a western town. Which, by the way, the mining factory that you were just at above is in some other country. So you're probably thinking to yourself, what is this Californian 1800s town doing underground in some random country? Hey, I wish I could tell you, but that involves getting into the 6-hour lore of COD Zombies. So just know the town just teleported there somehow. Now here also lies a giant who by lore is named Arthur, who was a knight or assistant to a knight. Like I said, 6-hour lore, bullshit. But the townsfolk just called him Leroy. And he might not be a smart man, but he knows what moonshine is. And once you give him some moonshine, he'll do anything you ask. Like break doors, break rocks, buildings. And if you give him candy, he'll hold a crawler like a baby so you can do Easter eggs while you get to do other shenanigans without having the round start. Now what's so cool about this map as well is you don't just get one wonder weapon, you get 2. And they're both new. And even better, you don't have to build them. They're both in the mystery box, like the Ray Gun Mark II. It's like a ray gun, but better. It has a triple burst fire rate and is more accurate and more ammo than the original ray gun. And the second wonder weapon is probably the most underrated and unique wonder weapon. It's called the Paralyzer. Imagine it kind of like a slow beam gun that slows down all the zombies up until they die. And the coolest part about this, it has infinite ammo. All it has is like a cooldown bar, so don't overheat it. And another cool thing is that if you shoot at the ground, you can use it to lift off of the ground to get to places faster and avoid zombies much easier. As cool as Buried is, I haven't much to say. I love the, the 1800s like, cowboy aesthetic. It's so cool. And again, without having to get into the lore, just so I can continue on, we'll get to the last DLC Zombies map, which is arguably one of the best maps in any COD Zombies game, or at least top 5, Origins. Now while this one especially has some heavy lore going on, like the fact that you play an alternate younger universe version of the crew in the Black Ops 1 zombies going from World War II to World War 1. And yes, I did say alternate universe, so that's how, wacky the lore is. But besides uncovering the Easter egg and what really happened between Buried and this map, the feel of this map, the aesthetic, the beauty of it has its own beauty to it. It is easily one of my favorites. And besides the dark feeling and hard rain going on, there's giant fucking robots. For no reason, just cause the, World War I German soldiers could do it. And to be cool that they could do it. And the fact that they're actually part of the gameplay, not just some background thing, which is so cool and even more fun. Dude, as a kid, this blew my mind, bro. This was my favorite map to play with my cousins. And another big reason is the introduction to the elemental staffs. Now these are one of the best wonder weapons, arguably the best, and I say this because the fact that more than one player can have it. Hell, all 4 players can get a staff, depending on which element you want. See, the problem with the other wonder weapons on the other maps, only one player can have it. Almost one player. The only wonder weapons that kind of give this exception is the ray gun, because everyone can get the ray gun. But if everyone gets it, that's like super rare.
Revive Soda!
I know, but sometimes it'll happen.
Yeah! Ray gun! It will be common nothing!
Oh, you're gay.
Ray gun! Fuck you! Death from the Red Menace!
Alright, I better get a fucking ray gun. Ready for a knife?
It's like probably like one of the lowest chances like anybody can get, but it's possible eventually. But the ones that you build, or other ones that's also in a box but that's exclusive for that map, only one person can still hold it, you know? And rarely maybe somebody can have two. But Origins introduced a solution with the staffs that both looks dope as fuck and have everyone have fun, while the staffs are a nice piece of lore. The only arguments you make with your friends is what element staff you want, instead of, hey, I want the wonder weapon this time. While it's super cool to have, you'd still have to build all the staffs, which granted takes a little time for each one, but it's more than worth it to gain heavy power. Now each staff part locations are usually unique to its element, like fire, wind, lightning, and ice, including the upgrade steps to make them more powerful, though I will say that takes a little bit more time than finding the parts. Like how to win, you have to find each part in 3 of the robots, and after assembling the wind staff from each parts, you would want to upgrade it. And to upgrade it, you'd shoot some puzzle on the ceiling, while afterwards directing smoke into some direction of the map, and afterwards, which then you have to get zombie kills to fill the staff up with souls. Don't question it, it's zombie logic. And that's just for one of the staffs. You'd have to do similar steps for each one based off the element that it is. And speaking of the giant robots, everyone loves going inside it. Well, mainly for the wind pieces, but also to catch a fresh of breath air from all the zombies, and to chill for like 5 seconds so they automatically drop you off. And somehow surviving a 40-foot fall. Now to enter you have to shoot its foot's latch, but only on the side of the foot that's glowing light. Otherwise you get squished like a bug. Now Black Ops 2, this was hard, as shooting it felt like you were unloading a whole mag. But in Black Ops 3 remastered version, 1 bullet is all it takes. Hell, you can even knife it if you time it good. And you can't forget the scariest thing that BO2 offered besides those damn face grabbing goblins, the Panzers. Whoa, did you feel that? That dreaded feeling? Just saying its name has me shook to my core. Just thinking about it has me crying out of fear for my pants. And honestly, I feel like any zombies player still gets a little scared, just a little bit, when seeing this face that only a mother can love. Because as soon as round 8 hits, the Panther spawns in. Now without a staff or ray gun, you are DONE fucked. Now what makes this guy scary is he chases you down like any zombie does. But if he gets too lazy to be running around with all that metal, he'll just shoot out his claw and grabs you and pulls you in to give you a big smooch, and then proceeds to put your ass in flames. Oh yeah, he has a flamethrower, to which he also uses while chasing you, by the way. Now, shooting him is the obvious way to kill him. If you have infinite ammo, dude, his armor is so strong, you'll go through 3 full mags just to shoot off his armor headpiece, and then maybe 3 more full mags just so he can finally die. Which this also gives you your first part of the fire staffs. But now your gun's low on ammo, and yeah, he's kind of annoying. And lastly, to tie up Origins and to also reiterate one more time that I would love to go into more detail as to why Origins is one of the best maps, and explain how fun it is, like the rideable tank and the upgraded staffs and just the whole aesthetic of the map in general. But to keep this video going forward so I can go into full detail about the Black Ops 2 storyline, the last thing that gives Origins such a huge impact on zombies, especially being the last Zombies DLC map for Black Ops 2, was the Easter egg ending. I know I wasn't going to talk too much about the lore, but for this case, it really does need to be said, because this ending was confusing and it shocked everyone for years up until Black Ops 3 came out. That's because throughout the whole map playing Origins, if you get the staffs or through the Easter egg steps, you hear a little girl's voice talking to you named Samantha, which sounds weird already, but considering that Sam is actually the ones controlling the zombies back in Black Ops 1, and the reason how she does it, all of it is just so weird. Just know that in this map, she's not controlling them, but in Origins, Sam is trapped sorta-ish, and needs help from the players to escape. Now, once you complete the Easter egg steps to go help her, for the first time ever in COD Zombies history, we get a cutscene. And the reason why that sounds crazy is because every Easter egg before Origins, you wouldn't really get a cutscene after doing the Easter egg. But for Origins, the cutscene shows, and it has Samantha playing with toys with a friend. And the toys is the zombie characters we play as, including the zombies and the giant robots that we see. And the mystery box in the back, including a bunch of other references that's filled up in the back of her room. And this ending cutscene confused everyone, thinking that the whole storyline of zombies was just a child's story. At least for the time being, because there is a lore reason why this is being shown to us, and there is an explanation that is really not a children's story, but it's the fact that we wouldn't notice until 2015 to 2016 when Black Ops 3 comes out. Origins truly was a map of innovations to set up the best zombies experience in Black Ops 3. Now, Black Ops 2 Zombies overall is such a balanced experience. You have great maps that everyone loves, and then you have the worst maps that feels like a nuisance to play. Black Ops 2 Zombies isn't perfect, but its style to innovate the zombies genre, the gameplay, the lore, it felt worth it to endure its weird, awkward phase, especially with the zombies director switching from Jimmy Zielinski to Jason Blundell, with maps you can easily recognize off of the aesthetic alone, with the two different styles, both with the lore and map design, and both equally as fun and interesting in their own way. And Black Ops 2 really did start up the foundation for how zombies would be played in future titles. So yes, Black Ops 2 Zombies will always be legendary. Now for the moment that everyone's been waiting for, including me, and the reason why I wanted to not waste too much time talking about zombies, the campaign, the main storyline of Black Ops 2. But this doesn't mean I have to talk about Black Ops 1 a tiny bit. I'm not gonna get too much into Black Ops 1, as you don't really need to know too much details about it. All you do need to know is the main character from Black Ops 1. Alex Mason, who was a CIA operative and has a best friend named Frank Woods. But Alex Mason used to be a brainwashed sleeper agent by two Russians so that they could send him back to the US to kill JFK. But while he was imprisoned. But in the same prison, a Russian World War II soldier who was also a prisoner had actually brainwashed him again, but instead to kill JFK, he wanted Mason to kill the two Russians that I mentioned before, because long story short, he screwed him over. And because of this, he made Mason kill the two Russians back in Black Ops 1, plus an ex-Nazi German soldier, all for revenge. But Mason killed one Russian, the German dude, and his best friend Frank Woods was assumed to be killed by self-sacrifice with the second Russian dude. So long story short, Mason used to be a brainwashed sleeper agent, but by the end of Black Ops 1, he isn't anymore, and he should be cured and is now chilling in retirement. Oh, and it is implied that he did end up killing JFK, so do what you will with that info. Now, time to actually get started. We start with the year 2025. Oh, and trust me, it's just a game, alright? It's nothing like our real 2025 timeline, alright? It's completely fictional.
Rare earth elements. Whole fucking world runs on this shit.
Start off with some armed men rushing into an old people's home, and lo and behold, Old Man Woods, who somehow survived the grenades, and the person who walked in was David Mason, Alex Mason's son, who followed in his footsteps. Along with him is his best friend, Harper, who's played by Michael Rooker.
I'm very poppin', y'all! Safety's on, dipshit.
Hey, old man. Was Raul Menendez here today?
Sergeant Woods. Raul Menendez is the leader of Cortes Dia, and the most dangerous terrorist since Osama bin Laden. Fucking waste of time. Guy's a vegetable.
Back off! All he said was, mi hermana. That's Spanish for sister, dipshit. Boys better get your shit together. He's gonna attack.
If you have information about a threat to national security, you gotta tell us.
Turn the camera on. Your old man. He's doing okay in Alaska. Fucking Hudson showed up.
Dad, I'm scared. I need help.
You're 7 years old, David. Stop acting like a baby.
I hate you.
David, wait!
Go back to the army, like you did when Mom died.
Lieutenant Colonel North, NSC. You already know Jason Hudson.
What are you doing here? Yesterday, Sergeant Woods led a covert team to take out an arms smuggling ring in Angola. This morning, we lost contact.
So go get him, CIA. Why are you here?
Castro and the Russians are all over Angola. We can't go in. The CIA have buried the mission. Woods and his squad no longer exist.
We got whatever you need, Mason. Name it.
David can stay with Jenny, like before. She loves having him. He'll be fine.
Dad, you said you'd never go back to the army. You promised me.
It's Uncle Woods, son. He'd do it for me.
They found where I was being held prisoner with a spy satellite. One of them KH-9s. This baby, it shits out a film canister 12 miles up. Then a C-130 comes by, snags it at about 30,000 feet. This was not the digital age. This film had to be processed, analyzed, and delivered, all by hand. Our dog in the fight, this guy named Jonas Savimbi. You think I'm fucking nuts? This guy.
Now in the flashback playing as Alex Mason, we help Savimbi against the MPLA. Anyways, we find out the location to Woods.
I was MIA and but your old man thought I was dead. After all that shit Kravchenko did to him. The numbers, Reznov ain't stuck in his head. He had no idea it was real. How the fuck could he? Kravchenko, when I sliced that bastard open, saved everyone's ass. But he comes to first. Boom. Welcome to the Hanoi Hilton. 6 months later, they shipped me over to Da Nang. And this fucking place made the Hilton look good. Lost 17 of my group. By 72, it was just me. I was not gonna die in a fucking swamp!
God! Woods, are you in there, brother?
Bodies are badly decomposed. These men have been dead for weeks.
Woods?
Frank?
Frank!
It's me! It's me, Mason!
What did they do to him, Hudson?
Later the boys get to the ground trying to look for escape, and Hudson, being the lazy as fuck, sends Mason to get to the radio for evac. And this clip is just so interesting. It hints off how Menendez feels and his hatred towards America.
Mullah Rahman, do not concern yourself with local politics. Prosta marionetka, как ты. Делай, как сказано.
You are dead, man, unless you do exactly as I say. Tune the radio.
You're going to kill me, see?
No one move or this fucker gets it!
El americano le está diciendo que no se mueva.
Shut up!
Él piensa que está en control, pero él no es.
I say shut up! Lower your weapon! I swear to God, I'll kill this bastard!
Los americanos no saben nada sobre la lealtad. Quizás nosotros deberíamos demostrar.
You son of a bitch!
Afterwards, after barely escaping, we cut back to Old Man Woods explaining more about Raul Menendez and his overgrowing reign from drug cartel to big terrorist.
That's how it started. Her old man tries to kill Menendez. Menendez wants payback, even if it takes decades. Menendez, back then, was a big fish in a small pond. He made his cake, running the drug cartel out of Nicaragua. There's a hand-me-down. The CIA smoked his old man. Old Cyclops is pretty pissed at America. While we're fucking around the Middle East, the Russians and the Chinese are getting real cozy. Now, the politicians, they want you to think this is about ideology. It's a lot of horse shit. Give me your phone. Go ahead. Rare earth elements. Whole fucking world runs on this shit. Who controls all of it? China. Jeez. So while corporate America is kissing China's ass...
Now the mysterious Cortes Diaz social network has crowdsourced simultaneous protests in both Iran and North Korea. Never seen in public, who really is the leader of Cortes Diaz? He's known only as Odysseus.
Odysseus? My ass. Raul fucking Menendez. Asshole. I told JSOC, but they were too busy. See, the drone race had started. I mean, really, guys? You're gonna build an entire military based on a mineral element that's wholly controlled by China? I need a drink. Dipshit.
No, God.
Give me a soda. Get it from the nurse's stash. None of that diet crap.
China's Premier Chen is outraged by Cortes Diaz's leaked memo, alleging the cyber attack was covertly ordered by the White House.
And through all the dirty shit the U.S. government's gotten away with, this time, they're innocent and no one fucking believes them. They take out Cortes Diaz's network 2 days later. The director of the FBI burned alive. Right now, 1 billion people believe that Raul Menendez is their savior. Guess what, boys? He's not. You better take him out pretty fucking quick.
Later, we get to play as David in the first future mission set in 2025. Yeah, and our military ain't got this bullshit though. Dude, this mission always made me want those gloves like in real life. That shit was so cool. Now David and his team head to a weapons tech facility where Cortes Diaz, Raul Menendez's terrorist group, made and used the weapons there until you find and meet this guy.
Please, don't hurt me. Okay, come on out. This lab is linked to a known terrorist. You start talking or I will hurt you.
My name is Eric Briner. I'm a magnetometrist.
Yeah? And what is, Menendez's interest in you, buddy?
They brought me here to process the Solarium. It's a new, rare earth element that will render all existing microchip technologies obsolete.
They're coming. Get me out of here alive. I'll give you everything. Down!
Quantum entanglement. This single device has more processing power than your entire military infrastructure. Rumors around the lab were that Menendez plans to use it as a basis for a massive cyber attack. I heard talk of something called Karma. It may be the name for the cyber weapon. If Menendez uses a Solarium worm to initiate an attack, there will be nothing anyone can do to stop it. I couldn't stop it.
Now with the Solarium in David's hands, Menendez seems to be a step back, right?
I can't figure out Menendez without getting inside his fucking head. Salazar, you grew up in Nicaragua during his rise to power. You know his legends better than anyone. Tell me, why does he hate us so much?
Tu primera guerra fría. As a boy, he witnessed the country's rape and murder his people. In 1972, there was a colossal earthquake. His
family lost everything. A year later, the only thing he ever loved, his sister Josefina, was crippled in a fire. Raul and his father started over, sold drugs for easy money. They became rich, powerful legends of Managua. The Menendez cartel was all but untouchable, so the CIA took out Raul's father in a US-sanctioned assassination. Right, so now Menendez fucking hated America and started running guns in Afghanistan for his own private army. CIA got wind of it, went on the hunt for him in Kabul. That was the photo Wood showed us in the vault, remember?
See that handsome bastard? That's me. The ugly one's your father. After Nam. The numbers and all that, I mean, he was one dangerous son of a bitch.
Now flashback to Afghanistan. As the boys try to find Raul, Alex gets some old habits creeping in. Now Kravchenko also survived that encounter with Woods with the grenades. So once he appears in front of Mason, he starts tweaking out. And this is where BO2's best story feature begins. Because through the game, there's certain missions where your choice affects the story's outcome. And this game has about like 7 different endings. I don't know the exact number, but I think about 3 to 4 of those endings are real. Because most of them are mixes of the same outcomes, but there's about 3 to 4 that are important. And only 1 out of the 4 is canon. Which we'll get to by the end of this, obviously. But for right now, as the boys do some light torture, and as you're interrogating Kravchenko, you, as Mason, get the numbers, the urge to kill Kravchenko, as that brainwashing wasn't fully gone. But you, as Mason, have to resist killing him, or else you won't get the info of there being a mole in the CIA. And after successfully stopping the urge to kill, we get back to the future David, and the boys try to piece together what Menendez plans to do, and again ask Woods more info about Raul and what happened to his sister.
Menendez was in Nicaragua. Got that from Kravchenko. He's being offered up on a silver platter by old pineapple face himself, Manuel Noriega. One of the perks of being the president of Panama is that you get to use the army as your own private police force. So, CIA, in their infinite wisdom, they sign off on the deal. The White House, they cut a check for $1 million and everybody takes a victory lap. And off we go to the jungle. What we did in Nicaragua, that's an accident. We don't target civilians.
Intel checks out. It's Raul Menendez.
I told you he would be here.
Your men ready to move?
As soon as I give the order.
Give it.
Avance.
Let's not fuck around here, boys. Let's smoke this bastard.
That's not the mission, Woods. We take him alive.
Más que la riño, risueño niño, Dios del amor. Duerme tranquilo, duerme entre tanto, eleva el canto.
¿Cuántas veces te lo tengo que decir que no me moleste? ¿Qué carajo? Si tocas a mi hermana, te lo juro que te mato. ¡Josefina! Este es un monstruo. ¡Animal!
¡Quítenlo! ¡Está loca de remate! ¡Denme un sedante! ¡Ténganlo quieto! ¡Rápido!
Josefina.
¡Despierta! He dicho despierta.
¿Lo sacaron sin que lo vieran?
Sí, No somos cuatro para restringirlo.
No witnesses. It saved your life. You should be in American hands by now. Call it a favor.
Now, this might be my second favorite mission, as you play as Raul Menendez and see how just bloodlusted and rageful he gets about his sister. And it might be exaggerated a bit, as you have infinite ammo and can take damage like a fucking outraged gorilla. But it's so fun, and honestly, just how crazy it is makes the gaming experience so much fun. And Woods reveals how Raul's sister dies and how it drove him to terrorize America.
Estoy aquí, Josefina. Estoy aquí. Menendez!
Menendez's sister Josefina died in the blast? Who threw the grenade?
I had no idea she was there, David. I just saw Menendez and I lost my shit.
Frank, you don't lose your shit. What the fuck did Menendez do to you in Angola?
Menendez, he wanted to know what the CIA had on him. He tortured my men in front of me. Thought I'd break. When I watched my team die, then he dumped us in a tin can and locked the door. Left me in there for weeks. So yeah, next time I saw Menendez, I lost my shit. What the fuck would you do?
After we get the perspective of Woods and Alex about before the capture and how they ended up where Woods' rage gets the best of them.
Menendez!
Woods, no!
Atención, todos los miembros del cartel aún con vida deben entregar al personal militar inmediatamente. Esta zona está bajo bloqueo. Subirlo al camión. ¿Listo? 3, 2, 1. Levante.
Frank, you okay?
Get him out of here.
What happened, Hudson? Where's Menendez?
That's him, in the body bag. From this point on, today never happened.
We let the PDF walk off with the body. And now he's back. He's pretty pissed off, too.
They sure can't kill my old man. Somebody already beat him to it a long time ago. But he could have killed you. So why are you still alive, Frank?
Now it begins. Done talking. Go find that maniac.
Known only as DeFalco. Our undercover operative shot this off of Socotra Island, Yemen. Fareed.
Thank you, Admiral. DeFalco is Menendez's number 2. The concept of empathy is understood by him, but irrelevant.
A whisper drone captured this 2 days ago at an abandoned prison in Lahore, Pakistan.
We lost contact with a reconnaissance drone over Pakistan just last week.
Wait a minute. The scientists we captured at Myanmar told us Menendez is using Solarium to develop a cyber weapon called Karma. What if it's Karma taking out our drones?
You know what? This DeFalco guy could be fairly entertaining.
Fairly?
What do you say we blow off a little steam, huh? Throw a few punches first? Ooh.
You got it.
Come on, go suffer with me.
What did you just say?
Okay, I gotta pause right here real quick. Why the hell did Mary Poppins say this, bro? Like, that's obviously something Menendez like slogan. Like that's something he would say. Like no normal person would say, "Come suffer with me." He had no reason to say this, bro. It just causes him PTSD.
Come suffer what? These flashes I'm getting. Die. I know I was kidnapped the night my father died, but I never see. It was Menendez. Did he kill my father? Okay, look, you know Woods raised me after my father died, right? But Woods always told me it was just some nut who did it, some drifter. What the hell's going on?
You suffer with me for all the sins of those who came before you. Dale duro, nene.
Why didn't Woods tell me?
Woods, Hudson, they created this. For Josefina.
Tonight your father will die.
ISI got us pinned down! Come on, we need this thing up and running today!
I'm trying!
Your GCM must be stuck!
They're closing in!
There! I'm stuck!
All units are active. Weapon systems online.
Renee, move!
Now the boys in this mission try to uncover some Cortes Diaz secrets, and somehow Menendez knows he's being watched. And yes, he's not all-seeing, all-powerful. There is an explanation. But this scene where they throw the bombs always reminded me of something. I just can't get it. But by the end, they barely escaped and ran into this Chinese army. So next up, the boys head out to a floating rich city to find the infamous Karma weapon. Now this is also another favorite mission of mine because they entered a club. Those who played this mission, y'all know what's coming up soon. But they also find out that Karma isn't a weapon, but a woman with high hacking skills. And once you enter the club, the best slow time events happen.
No! Open fire! Let's kill that sick fuck.
Yo! Ah!
Peel left! Peel left! Moving! Let's go! The main doors are out!
Now to get the best ending, you gotta get to Karma and save her from DeFalco. But if you mess up, you can get another chance to save her through these side missions where they appear and have different gameplay of sort. But you also gotta do these to get the best ending as well. There's multiple ones ever since the beginning missions, but I never really mentioned it up until now. It's not that they're irrelevant, you do have to do these to get the best ending. It's the fact that the gameplay is so different. I personally like it, but everybody has a complaint about them. But let's continue.
Commander Mason for Sergeant Woods.
I got you, kid. You're okay.
What took you so long? Started thinking we weren't gonna make it.
What the fuck was I doing there? The dead don't suffer. That's why you and I are still here.
You suffer with me.
Got a plan for you, kid. He's been working it for 30 years, and he is counting on you coming after him.
Wait a minute. Frank, do you have intel?
Remember that pendant? Disappeared. What do you think? Just sprouted legs and walked away? This guy, he knows every angle, every move you're gonna make. He's gonna take out 20 or 30 man people. As if that's gonna bring her back. It's about his sister.
He killed my father. To get to you.
Isn't a clean shot with that guy.
Hey! What the fuck happened in Panama?
I was pretty sure we got him in Nicaragua. About a year later, he shows up in Panama with that piece of shit Noriega. That's the last straw for the CIA. The orders come down from George H.W. for a snatch and grab. So your dad and I, we go in. What a shit show.
Now in this mission, you play as Woods, but certain things just doesn't feel right. Like Hudson not answering the comms.
Mason, it's Hudson. Where the hell have you been? Hudson.
But they gotta still go through as to capture Manuel Noriega.
Secure him. Give me a reason to blow your head off. Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Sealing your reputation.
This is not a deal. Call your boss.
Put your ass in a chair.
Hudson, it's Mason.
Go ahead, Mason.
Post-profit secure. Moving to extract.
No, negative. Stand by for new tasking. Objective False Prophet has intel on a priority Nexus target. Escort him as PC to alternate location for prisoner exchange. More to follow.
Precious cargo, my ass.
Nexus target? Who's more important than this asshole?
I don't like it either, but let's just get this done. We're burning too much time.
The mission was snatch and grab. Fucking Hudson gets on the radio. Says that Noriega is not the mission. It's a handoff. It's a prisoner swap. And right fucking then I should have known. Right then and there. I should have known right then and there. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? The fuck?
Just take it easy. Just take it easy.
Fucking Hudson. I should have smoked him in Nam.
But unfortunately, Hudson being awfully quiet and suspicious wasn't for no reason. And this whole sequence is so amazing. So take a good minute to just view it all. I'm just gonna let this whole sequence play out.
Who is Nexus target? Hudson!
It's him, Woods. Nexus target is Raul Menendez.
You should have told us, Hudson. You should have told us.
We are ready. Bring him out.
They're bringing the son of a bitch out.
Confirm visual. End this now, Woods. Take the headshot.
What are you looking so smug about? The fuck is going on? What's going on here? No. Mason!
Fool.
You bastard! Fuck! Menendez!
Your best friend, Alex Mason, is dead. By your own hand. Do you understand why?
He was gonna kill David.
Because you must suffer, as I have suffered. Now one more must die. You, Woods, or David. Make a decision now, or in 10 seconds, you're all dead.
Woods, I can't. I have 2 kids. They...
Fuck! Okay, me! Do it! Do it!
Your life will be consumed by absolute loss. Then and only then will you understand what you have done to me. I will not kill you, boy. Not like Woods. You will suffer with me. And then one day, you will see this pendant again. And you will remember everything you saw and felt tonight. You will remember all the years of anger and pain. And when you do, David, please, come to me.
Dad. No! Dad!
There's nothing you could have done, Frank. It wasn't your fault. Me and your old man. We were the best. And we still couldn't stop him. The times have changed, old man. He's going down.
These cutscenes are so powerful and so heartbreaking as you play as Woods, shooting Mason, your best friend. Imagine killing your best friend, dude. That's insane. Back to David's missions, where they figure out Menendez's next plans. Oh shit, dude, that's my birthday! Bro, that's my birthday, that's today! Bro, that's my birthday, and Menendez is gonna threaten America today! Dude, it's on June 19th! No way!
What happens out there when the bullets start flying? You cannot blow your cover. Just stay cool. We'll get you through this. We're almost ready.
We are ready.
Yes.
The Americans are coming, Farid. There's a traitor in our midst.
But how? Who?
It matters not. I am one step ahead of him.
Cortes dear awaits your word.
They await their freedom, and they shall have it.
Come, fight. It is time. Cortes dear!
We will regroup at the Citadel.
And this mission, you play as Farid, who is disguised to be one of the Menendez's men. If you don't remember who Farid is, you've seen him in the cutscenes. He's one of the dudes that'd be helping him out. Come on, guys. Yeah, everybody knows Farid. Of course, we do as Menendez says, to regroup at the Citadel. And this easily is another hard moment, because this really shows just how smart Menendez really is.
Buddy!
American blood on your hands, Freddy.
Of course, Menendez. We must get you to safety. We have lost too many men.
Victory is not measured by losses.
Farid, are you still with me? We're hit! We're going down!
It's measured by gains.
Damn it! Stop! Fuck!
Here! No! God! Oh, man! You knew that I would be here. Who betrayed me? You're wasting your time, you fucking bastard, you! You won't get shit from me! God! Come on! Is that all you got? Huh? Farid!
Kill it.
Yeah, that's it! Kill me, egghead!
Anything wrong?
And you spineless piece of shit! Getting others to do your dirty work! What kind of man are you? Huh? Show your loyalty by following my orders, Fatty. Do it! Do your job. Now, Fatty! Do it, man! Come on! You don't got the stones to fucking shoot me!
Now, whichever you choose, you still lose, as he always knew that Farid was working with them. And he's just fucking with you by making you kill Harper. Or if you try to kill Menendez, he hits Farid with truth. And he's not wrong.
You betrayed us, Farid. And for what? To those you serve, your life means nothing!
Because if Harper dies, they get silent for him. They get a moment to pause and reflect on his passing. But if Farid dies, they say nothing, not a single word. Now heading out further, back as David, you find Menendez waiting in the ship. And they should have easily figured out that something strange was happening, because there's no way he would have just turned himself in. Now he gets captured and you get taken to the Obama. Yeah, their ship's base is named the Obama. Now speaking of the Obama, as the boys do some light torturing and continue the interrogation, we get this beautiful scene.
I'm not a kid this time. But you can go ahead and try what you did back then.
Opulence is sinful and we all pay for it.
Such a self-indulgent piece of shit. Stop talking in riddles!
It was taken from me. Do you know what that feels like yet? An American torched the warehouse. For insurance money, $11,000. That was the value they placed on her life. She was the reason for me to live. What about you, David? What drives you? Is it me? Einstein once said that the economic anarchy of capitalism is the real source of evil. Your father and his people took Josefina from me. Pues, tu papá está muerto. Your father is dead. And his people... finished.
I love the scene as it truly shows how he'll bring up philosophy or the words of others just to prove his point, but his actions shows how wrong he is. But somehow in the midst of it, he escapes like a magician. And as David goes looking around for him, we find some unfortunate news.
Menendez. Briggs is rebooting their systems now, trying to regain control of their automatic defenses.
Y Salazar?
In position, by Briggs' side.
Admiral Briggs. Back off!
Salazar! Shoot through me! Kill this son of a bitch!
I'll surrender when it's done.
Rather see you die than surrender, boy.
Goddamn, Salazar was working for Menendez. That's how he was able to stay one step ahead of him. Now, because of this, Menendez was able to hack all American drones. So now Menendez is able to start launching all the drones and start attacking LA. But soon after dealing with the LA attacks, they find Raul Menendez's location. And on the last mission, Judgment Day, with the coolest intro to a mission yet. And midway to finding him, Menendez goes live to reveal an even deeper motive that he had with the drones.
Transmitting a live webcast. He's on right now.
It's sinful. And we all pay for it. Los Angeles was the flagship of their absurd materialism. So I destroyed it.
I'm locked out. Can you hack into the system?
They thought I wanted to kill the president.
We're fucked.
Doña Presidente, I could have buried you 1,000,000 times over. No. I wanted you to see it. To feel what it's like.
The drones are being controlled from Haiti. What? Sir, there's nothing more we can do.
Today,
we cannot regain access to the drones.
2 billion people exist. In abject misery. Tyrannized by war.
He's ready to strike New York. You gotta stop it.
Doña Presidente.
What the fuck?
Your war machines are no
He self-destructed the drones.
Your military.
Why?
Is crippled. You cannot stop us now. Honesty. Rise. And strike while they are down. Strike now. And strike deep.
It's super intense. It was all just about sending a message in hopes to rally against the greed and evil of the US and China, any major capitalist countries that care little about its people and more on how they can earn a dollar. Later, going through the gunfire, upon finding Menendez, you as David can choose to kill or capture him. But again, this determines the outcome to the ending. Like I said earlier, there's multiple with hella mixed outcomes, but there's only about 4 that are important. Now the first, the bad ending, where if you capture Menendez, but the government systems are still hacked because Karma ends up dying, and Menendez escapes, killing Woods, and then goes to his sister's grave, unburies it, and fucking burns himself alive. Jesus. The second is the good ending, where Karma was able to stop the hacking, and Menendez just chills and rots for the rest of his life in jail. By the way, in the midst of this, I just realized I said there was 4, but I'm only talking about 3. Like I said, it's kind of confusing and I got things wrong, but still, we're here. I'm gonna continue. But this last thing applies to both the canon ending and the good ending. And I think this one's canon, according to some of the sources, but where the canon ending is where Menendez dies, the hacks weren't stopped, but Alex Mason lives. And I'm gonna just show you the canon cutscene ending all throughout all of it, because it's truly amazing.
Do not enter. I swear to God, I will shove this wheelchair right up your ass.
Hey, Woods. You look like hammered shit.
You stay right there. Mason, I shot you.
Turns out you're a lousy shot.
My ass. Where the fuck have you been for 30 years?
This video is triggered to play upon my assassination. Cordestier, you know how to proceed. My death will shine light upon ubiquitous darkness.
David Mason for Sergeant Woods.
Another Mason?
Oh, fuck. Secure the building.
Hey, kid. Come on.
Freak.
Introduce you to somebody. Al, this is Dave.
Dave.
How you doing?
This is your dad.
What the fuck?
Oh, you got a couple of fucking broads. Work this shit out on your own. Need some smokes. There's bat shit! Where's my smokes?
You still got that scar? You made me proud that day. I fell. Yeah. But you got back up.
So because of the canon outcome of Menendez dying, his speech on the mission Judgment Day shows how loyal the Cortes Dia members are, and how it grew. And as he stated, with the crippled military, they struck and toppled the American government, including those in America that also felt the evil of capitalism. God, I love this story so much, dude. Holy crap, we're finally at the end of this. So, Black Ops 2's story, it's heartbreaking and compelling. It all depends on you and your choices that you make. As it is this theme about this game. It's about the choices and the consequences that follows. And while I don't think Rao's choices of destroying cities and ruining people's lives to suffer with him are valid, not a single second of it is. And why him getting screwed over by the same bullshit America, and how greedy it can just be, and by the choice of just one American torching up his family's warehouse where his sister ended up being burned, affected the lives lost, including his own. And how the Mason family goes through this shit just thick and thin. I also love the way it goes back and forth through past and present, and how the past just unlocks the puzzles you need. There were so many aspects to the campaign story that were just so cool and innovative, with the multiplayer easily complementing the campaign with such a good story, and the campaign being as fun, if not more fun, depending on who you ask, than the online multiplayer, with guns so satisfying to use and camos that everyone loves, and zombies being the tertiary mode that's always been the third child, but this child always had heart and it's had guts. And if you're like me who loves the zombie storyline, it is a great continuation of the Black Ops 1 zombie story, with more mystery and great gameplay. Man, 2012 was such a year. It had a heavy lineup of gaming, and Black Ops 2 being one of the top dogs is just amazing. COD right now is in a rough area, and it really shows why everyone wants Black Ops 2 Remastered. But with the new trailer for BO7 out now, and I don't know if they'll do this game justice. The way they're trying to go back to David's story without bringing back the actor, hell, let alone replacing Raul Menendez's actor because the original had passed away. And the fact that BO6 came out last year, like we're already making a Black Ops 7. Call of Duty might not return the way it used to be in its prime, but Black Ops 2 will still have everlasting impact on gaming community as a whole, and storytelling like no other. It is eerie how super similar real life has been looking compared to this game. And again, I don't agree to nonsensical violence, but the same way Raul has suffered in real life, people are suffering the same, if not more. And there's a reason why people resort to violence, because as part of the reason Raul kept Woods and David alive, it's as Woods said, the dead don't suffer. And as long as you continue that cycle of hatred and suffering, violence just won't stop. Not unless we can make better choices to help others, because everyone is suffering in some way or another. And by helping one person, you can have a long lasting effect that could help others, and just hopefully end the cycle of violence by showing small amounts of kindness to people. and they might do the same to others. I love doing these reviews and analysis videos. They let me speak my mind without having to worry about the anxiety of talking to people in real life. And it lets me talk about interest to those that might want to listen, so I don't have to just tell some random person on the street about how I feel about Black Ops 2. But I'm gonna address the problem right now. I have been slowing down on the videos I've been making, and the reason is I've been stuck. I mean, I was supposed to upload the Minecraft movie review a week after it came out. I think I was off by a little. But what I mean by stuck is I feel so tired coming home from work to edit every day. I mean, I can't edit more than a minute, man. Like, I'll come home and edit only for a minute of the video. It sucks. And it makes it worse when IRL stuff happens too, like my damn car breaking down. Hell, this script writing and editing this video is taking a while. As a matter of fact, I'm barely just recording the part 2 of my audio, like currently right now on the 16th. And I have a couple of days to finish this video in hopes to get this out on June 19th. If I don't do it on June 19th, I am so sorry. But I've been trying to get better at it. You know, I'm slowly pushing forward. I love talking about games. I love, you know, playing the games that I talk about. I love defending the movies that people might not like. Whatever it is, I love doing it. And yes, I know my description, it does say anime in my bio for YouTube. I will get to it one day. I will talk about an anime soon. Because I will want to talk about One Piece at one point. Yes, if it isn't obvious, I'm a huge One Piece fan. And I'll try to upload more. But mainly for me, as I love making these videos. But I'll continue to try to upload the videos that I like making. Even if not a lot of people watch it. It still brings me joy and satisfaction. Again, I'll be better at uploading, so please be patient with me. But thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And thanks for the support you give, no matter the size. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And for my birthday, send this to people that might want to hear about Black Ops 2. It'll be my birthday gift, please. Again, thank you. Please like and subscribe. Comment down what y'all think too. Any feedback was good. Even if you can say fuck you in the comments, I don't care. I don't care. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Later.